Hey, so this video is going to be about dyskinesia, which basically means movement disorder. So it's a very general term which includes Parkinson's, epilepsy, whatever it is that gives you the shakes or whatever. Tourettes. I think Tourettes is included in dyskinesia. Yeah, so I have a form of dyskinesia, but I don't know what it is. All my doctor can say, I went through some tests and they put some things all over my head and they glued it down and whatever, they could tell that I do not have epilepsy. It was a test to see if I had epilepsy, and I already knew I didn't have epilepsy. Like, I stay conscious during my movements. Yeah, so duh. And yeah, so they can tell me what I do not have, but she can't tell me what I do have, which I don't know if I should see different kind of specialists. This is my psychiatrist, which apparently she is supposed to be the specialist in this. I don't get how with that, whatever. So I talked about my spasms in a previous video called 5 Facts Tag Game, and I showed what they looked like. I'll play that clip again. Okay, that was one. That would be two. No, that's it. Damn if that doesn't distract me. There, that's pretty much. I'm starting to see green lights moving. It's probably because I'm. That's not good. They haven't been as bad the last couple months. They still get like that, just not as often. But usually I'll have smaller ones. I taped that too. I was gonna make this video a few days ago, but I was in such a bad mood because of my spasms, and I couldn't say anything to the camera, so I just stared at it, and jolted a little bit. So I'll show you what that looks like. Basically I don't know, I guess it starts off from the stomach and then goes out, and then I kind of fold in half, then kind of wins me, so I end up being like smaller ones. Jolt, it hurts my stomach, and it wins me. So I just often I can have like my face will cringe, and people won't necessarily see the spasms, but I'll feel them, and I'll just like make faces. Yeah. So this has been going on for a year, since last November. I was on high dose Seroquel, which I really believe is the reason why I have these spasms. It was caused by the Seroquel and made worse by anxiety. So whenever I'm anxious, it's worse. So basically whenever I'm in public, which is not at all embarrassing. Yeah. So I can be sitting in an audience or whatever. Movie theaters are fun, and jumping. It's yeah. I had to get used to not caring. Well, I had to not care, because what can I do? I mean, most people don't ask, and those that do are pretty understanding, and when they know, they don't react. They pretend like nothing, I'll spasm around and like it'll be as if nothing was going on, really. But when they don't know, I've gotten one crazy reaction. I was standing at a counter type thing, and I have spasms when I'm standing too, so I was like, like practically keeling over. Thankfully, it was a counter, so I didn't fall or anything. And there was this old family friend that was there, and she says, "What are you doing?" And I was so embarrassed. I just like stopped and I like do this all the time, and that was all I could think of saying. And then there was this other friend that kind of whispered in her ears, like, she has, spasms, and she's not actually trying to do that. I think my friend must have thought that I was having a tantrum, and that I was throwing a fit or something, and that I was like, give me my shit right now, or something. I don't know, but that was definitely the most colorful reaction that I've gotten yet, like the biggest reaction that I've gotten yet. I've actually been not believed a lot, generally when I was in the hospital. I was on the psychiatric ward, and I was having these huge spasm episodes that could last like hours, where I was folding in half and I had a hard time breathing, and it would let me go and go up again. Anyways, and some of the nurses, they didn't believe me. They just said, just stop doing that. And I couldn't stop doing that, and I was asking for help, and I said, this hurts and help me, and this is exhausting, and please. And they didn't believe me. Not everybody disbelieved, but they thought I was manipulating and like making it up to get, I don't know, maybe attention, or I imagine manipulating to get attention. I don't imagine, like they said, you're manipulating, so I don't know what else that could have meant. So, oh, and I read about this girl on the, well, she wasn't on the internet, but her story was on the internet, that since she was 12 years old, she had this movement disorder, dyskinesia, whatever, and that they admitted her to the psych ward. So she spent like 10 years in a mental institution because she was having spasms, and they thought that she was faking it. And so they put her in an institution for 10 years until they found out that she had a movement disorder. Isn't that freaking whack? Like, just, why would I want to look this stupid? Do you think I enjoy looking this moronic? Like, it's embarrassing. I think about, like, if I'm gonna have kids someday and I'm in public with them, are they gonna be embarrassed? Like, gonna sit somewhere else because you, mom, won't stop moving and people are looking back, and when I jump up, if I have my shoes on, they stomp on the floor, so I make noise. Not my feet, they stomp because they go up and then go down really fast, like. So it makes noise. Either my shoes make noise or I make noise. I think it's embarrassing. I was yeah. So I want to look that stupid. My goodness, this movie is going on forever. I have to shut up. I might have to restart it if it's too long. Bye.